Hello and welcome to Goddess Resurrection. My name is Britta and I am your host. And today's episode is episode number 25. And we are talking about light aligned manifestation. Now that we are in this new year, in this new earth frequency, which of course didn't just start on January 1st, right? So we've already been moving into this new frequency. We've already been, aligning within this higher new earth frequency and consciousness. But now that we're here and 2024 has officially begun, as I am channeling into the vibrations of this year, as I'm channeling into the light guidance that's coming in, what I keep seeing is that there's still a lot of old energy at play. And as I look into the space of people and people's lives and clients' lives, right? As I'm working with all of you and this globe, there's still a lot of the old energy and it's static. And a lot of people are still within this old energy, within this old paradigm of the masculine energy conditioning. And then there's, of course, the light frequency that has anchored in through many of you who are listening here and many through many that, are across the globe. And so, we really need to now learn to navigate. We really now need to learn to navigate more consciously as the light, with the light, for the light, right? So this means we need to pause. We need to go slow and steady. We need to stay in our light alignment. And so this means that timing may shift. We have to stay flexible because being in the light alignment, it really truly means we are staying in our feminine energy, right? My beautiful sisters, to stay in your feminine energy and to use the masculine energy consciously. And that means staying in the feminine energy includes being flexible. And we really truly also need to now learn and practice this flexibility, because that's what the feminine energy is. She is flexible and she has no impatience. She is patient and she trusts and she is light aligned. And so, as the light, we're going to see this and feel this and experience this more as we're navigating these new frequencies now within the light. The old energies of the masculine conditioning, the pressure, the rushing, the fixation, the focus, the comparison, the overwhelm, the doing too much, needing to do so much, the shoulding on self, right? I should, I have to, I must, All of these old energies, of course, are going to continue to show up. And it is really this flexibility with that. Yes, we may have a goal, we may have a timeline for ourselves, and that's still appropriate, but it is just as important to now really be flexible and stay flexible and to trust this divine timing, this higher orchestration of the unfolding, right? Because also as Mercury retrograde was unfolding, there were delays with the YouTube channel where I now needed to be approved for advanced settings, such as being able to post longer videos, right? Or to attach links to my other social media platforms, etc., etc. And so these delays and these fluctuations and delays and paths will not only happen because it's Mercury retrograde. these fluctuations and these moments are a part of life, because in the end we learn through life, we grow through life, we heal through life, right? That's why we come here, to play human. And the key to this experience moving forward is 100% now to get back into your light alignment. Surrender back into your feminine energy. Surrender back into the timing of your flow, of your soul, of your timing, which is always divinely orchestrated. As soon as we're pushing and forcing and rushing and pressuring ourselves, or comparing ourselves to others and where they're at and what they're already all doing, right? That is immediately going to be the old energy, the old paradigm. And it's very important now to catch yourselves. That when you do catch yourself feeling anxious and overwhelmed, pressured, because of the way that you're thinking, because of the way that you're perceiving, because of the way that you're comparing, right? This is then immediately the sign for you to go, oh, I'm in the old energy. I'm in the old masculine conditioning. I'm in the old way of manifesting, and that is not going to be supported anymore. And it doesn't mean that there's going to be delays, for sure. It doesn't mean things won't happen or things can't flow quickly. We're all in different times within our evolution, right? Because each soul has their own timing, their own learning needs and healing needs and time manifestation goals, right? So we can never compare ourselves to others, and we don't also want to be in the shoulda, coulda, woulda, and what if, and the fear and the worry and the doubt. And I need to get this done, and I said to myself I would, and and I'm not, and this is bad, right? So all of these old ways of thinking are very important to now recognize and let go of over and over and over and over again. It's not a one-time thing. There is no button that is going to then forever eradicate these old ways of thinking and perceiving, right? And I really noticed this over the holidays where, I had moments where I was able to surrender and be in the trust of my flow and my timing, and it'll get done when it'll get done, and maybe I will be able to do it and maybe I won't. And then other times I was feeling that pressure and that overwhelm of I really wanted to get it done, and like, what am I going to do now instead, and how am I going to go about it? This old way of pressure thinking, only for me to then catch myself again and again and again and say to myself, okay, it's okay. It's just the old energy. It's just the old paradigm. Come back into, Britta, come back. Come back into your breath. Come back into your center. Come back into enjoying the moment, enjoying the kids while they're here, enjoying this holiday time, enjoying making a beautiful meal in the kitchen, enjoying a little bit of time and space for myself and taking a bath, right? Coming back into my light alignment and my intuition and my guidance to keep myself in the joy, right? Because when I say catch yourself in the old pressure thinking, that's the one. That's when you know you're in the wrong vibration. That's when you're knowing it's the wrong frequency to manifest from. You don't want to stay there. So you have to catch yourself. But then also pay attention and notice when you're back in your light alignment, right? Back in your breath, back in your center, back in your flow. Because from this place, there is joy, right? The light aligned manifestation vibration is joyous. And that is what we are here to be, and that's what we are here to live, and that's what Goddess work is all about, right? Goddess doesn't rush, she doesn't pressure, she doesn't force, she doesn't push, she doesn't compare, right? Goddess is her unique timing self, beautiful in herself, in her own way. She doesn't compare herself to other goddesses. She doesn't pressure herself on a timeline or a deadline, right? Goddess flows, and she does all she can, right? And that's, again, where I myself, for example, right, would find myself in those moments where I was back in my flow, and that's when inspiration comes back in, and that's when guidance comes in, and it's, oh, okay, yeah, that's all right. On the 5th of January, that's okay. I'm my own boss. It's my podcast. It's my YouTube channel. I can do whatever I want. Yay, I'm free to be. And I can do just another episode and give an example on how to navigate these new frequencies and give an example of how I am experiencing it. And I was like, okay, great, excellent, perfect, thank you. Right? Right. And so the joy is really the indication to you and for you that you're back, that you are in your light aligned manifestation. Because whenever we're now manifesting, whenever we're now taking action, whenever we're now moving and flowing through the things, the mission, the work that we're here to do, it's meant to feel joyous. We are meant to feel excited and joyous and enthused about what we are feeling called to do, right? It is soul inspired. It is light inspired. And so therefore it'll have joy within it, because joy is the quality of the light. And so yes, it's also going to feel peaceful. It's also going to feel steady, right? Slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. Make sure that you pay attention to that. You're feeling peaceful. You're feeling grounded. You're feeling centered. You're feeling enthusiastic and excited, or at least joyous about the process that you are in, because it is a journey, it is a process. It will continue for the rest of your lifetime. So there really is no point in rushing whatsoever. And as soon as you're feeling anxious and as soon as you're feeling overwhelmed, again, catch yourself. Remember, remind yourself, okay, not in the right frequency. Pause, pull the brakes. Sit back, and I want to give you just another little clue here, which actually has to do with your physical alignment. So the physical alignment for you to get and to help you get into your light alignment is to really bring your shoulders down and back. Breathe. Nice. Deep, slow in and exhales, and go ahead and focus onto your body posture. And Goddess never slouches. Never. She has impeccable posture, because the body posture has everything to do with your light alignment. And so shoulders down and back, chest out, easy, deep, slowed in and exhales. And in your mind's eye, see the back of your heels. And so this is actually where you find your center. You want your shoulders to be back so far that they're above your heels. And then you are in your center. And you can think of your physical center as your spine, your spinal alignment, right? So think spine as well as, very important, shoulders down and back, away from the ears. Keep bringing the shoulders back and down and away from the ears. Chest out. In your mind's eye, see the back of your heels, right? See your heels and think you want the backside of your shoulders, the shoulder blades, to be right in alignment with your heels. And this may take a little getting used to, and that's okay, as long as you come back to it over and over and over again. And then if you are ready, also just tip the chin toward your heart, toward your upper heart, just a little bit, so you reach the back of your head taller. The back of your head wants to be very straight. So again, shoulders down from the ears, away from the ears, down and back in alignment with the heels. And then you tip your chin just so slightly toward your heart, toward your chest. So you feel the back of your neck stretching. You feel the back of your neck elongating. And most of the time, this is a posture that takes practice, because we're all so used to slouching. We're also used to curving the shoulders forward, which is actually a leaning in. It's actually masculine energy posture. When you're really in your true light alignment, in your goddess embodiment, you want to be in this exquisite, straight, confident, empowered, physical alignment. So one more time. Shoulders down and back, away from the ears, chest out. See, sense, feel, visualize, imagine your shoulders, your shoulder blades in alignment with the heels. Come into the breath. Nice, deep, slow, conscious in and exhales, and tip your shin slightly toward your heart, toward your chest, so the back of your neck straightens and lengthens, and the spine actually reaches up. And so now, holding this posture, walking in this posture, sitting in this posture, breathing in this posture, cooking in this posture, driving in this posture. Put sticker notes around the house. Make it important for you to come back into this light alignment. Yes? And then from here, of course, make sure you pay attention to yourself, right? How are you thinking? How are you choosing? How are you moving? How are you navigating through your days? Be flexible. Be flexible. Remember the golden rule. There's a balance between work, rest, and play. These three are very, very, very important and all must be balanced properly. Work, rest, play. Work, rest, play. So you may have had expectations, you may have had goals, you may be setting goals right now for this new year, as many people do. But again, stay flexible. You must make that priority over reaching your goal. Because if you don't rest or play and only focus on work and only focus on getting to your goal, and you are neglecting the rest and you are neglecting the play, and you get back into that pushing and forcing and rushing, you're in the old energy of the old paradigm. And then you will face the consequences to that way of manifesting. And of course, there are exceptions to the rule, always. So let's say you are in a job, probably a corporate situation, where you have a deadline and it's a hard deadline. So then you may need to put all of your energy and focus into getting this project done for the deadline. But then you need to think of it in the bigger scale of the balance. If you put that much energy into work, then you need to put that much energy into rest afterwards, and you need to put that much energy into play as well. Right? So be sure you maintain a balance however it suits your life, however it suits your lifestyle, however it suits your work situation. And this doesn't mean things won't shift and change in the future. But right here, right now, pay attention to where you are at. And no matter where you are at, no matter where you are placing your energy, no matter how you are maintaining your balance in the smaller or in the larger time frame. Shoulders down and back, away from the ears. Chest out. Deep, slow, conscious in and exhales. Think of your heels, shoulders in alignment with the heels, and tipping the shin just slightly forward. So you're lifting your crown, so you are upright, strong, empowered, regal, royal, divine goddess that you are. Because this is the alignment from which you are now noticing the strength, the joy, the peace, the clarity, the wisdom from which you are now here to operate, from which you are now here to navigate. And that allows the space of flexibility, that allows the space of surrendering to your light, that allows the space of trusting the timing of your life, that allows the space of trusting your inner guidance, your intuition, your knowing. And from this place, you will know when to do what, when to come back to an inspired action, when to come back to taking a bath, when to come back to cooking with the kids, when to come back to sitting down to write notes or to put a few hours in on the computer, right? It'll feel joyous again because you've given yourself the balance of the rest and the play. And so as long as you maintain your joy, as long as you maintain your posture, as long as you maintain your breath, and as long as you catch yourself in the old energy and come back into the surrendering into your feminine energy, into your light, and your breath, you will navigate this new frequency just fine, gloriously, to be exact. And not only will you manifest it and navigate it gloriously, you will have fun doing it. And you will feel empowered doing it because you are in charge, because your light you is in charge. Because you are in your own timing, in your own process, on your own journey, in your own healing, owning that, living that, expressing that, and really truly honoring that. Because this is why you're here. This is the soul you with the intention of doing this work that has incarnated at this time to learn to navigate these new frequencies. And the more that you stay in your light alignment, the more you are working with the light orchestration, right? With the light, for the light, as the light. My gorgeous, gorgeous sisters, mwah, thank you for your time. Thank you for your energy, your presence. I am sending love and light blessings to you and yours, and I will catch you next week. We're back on track. Mwah. Ciao for now.